Hello students, again I am welcoming you all in SMA learning classes. Your teacher Dr. Kumari NC going to continue with this poem My Mother is 66 written by Kamla Das. Students, in last class we discussed about Kamla Das. We discussed that she was a prolific writer, a versatile genius, a poet, a novelist. One thing is also here about Kamla Das. It is Indo-Anglian poet. What is it? Indo-Anglian poet. Indo-Anglian poet. What do you mean by Indo-Anglian poet, students? Indo-Anglian, it means Indian-born writer writing on Indian theme in English. Again I repeat, Indian-born writer, it means born in India, writing on Indian theme, Indian society, related to Indian society in English. So she was an Indo-Anglian poet. We know Rabindranath Tagore. He was also the same. Now you see, in last class we discussed about the poet's way of comparing and contrasting the situation that she found inside and outside of the car. In this, inside of the car, she found lifelessness. Outside, she found life. She found young trees. They were sprinting. They were moving fast. She found many children coming out of the house happily in order to enjoy their day. Now you see. But after the airport security check, now she reached to airport. She has to go to Cochin. And that's why she was there at the airport. And after the security check that is happening generally, if you happen to be at the airport, you understand the security check. Standing a few yards away, and she was just standing a few yards away from her mother, I looked again at her. Again, she took a glance of her mother's face. Again, she saw her mother. When? What do you mean by when? When means what, children? It means when. It means weak. It means colorless also. Pale, yellowish, पीला पड़ जाना. Again, she took a glance of the face of her mother, and she found her face is looking weak. Her face was looking colorless, bloodless, as a late winter's moon. The poet is comparing the face of the mother to late winter's moon. Again, here we found comparison and contrast. Here we found simile also, because as is used, students, as is used. That's why here we find simile, comparison between two dissimilar things, the face of the mother and late winter's moon. What do you mean by this late winter's moon, children? Late winter's moon, it means you have seen them in winter season. In winter season, you have seen the moon. The moon is beautiful, no doubt. It is the source of calmness. It is the source of beauty. But because of fog and mist, in winter season you have seen fog and mist. Because of this fog or mist, what is happening? The sky is not so clear, and that's why the beauty of winter's moon is completely faded away. We are unable to see the beauty, and it's not looking so much beautiful. Similarly, it's telling because of the growing age, because she was near to her death. What is happening? The mother has lost her beauty. The mother had lost the shining, the gleaming, the gleams that she had when she was young. Now she was not shining, not at all. Her face was looking like a face to its Winter's moon. The Winter's moon, that is no doubt beautiful, but because of fog or mist, its beauty is faded away. It's not looking beautiful. It's not giving us any calmness, any happiness. Similarly, the mother that has beauty, no doubt, but because of the age, it is faded away. Now you see, when she saw the mother and compared here again, I am repeating, simply is used, and that old familiar ache. Ache means what? Ache means, children? It means pain. When she compared the mother with Winter's moon, when she saw the face of the mother, what happened? The old familiar pain. The old familiar pain came in her heart. What was the familiar pain? What was the pain that she felt? What was that familiar pain, children? The familiar pain was separation. What was this familiar pain? The familiar pain was separation from her mother when she was young. Whenever she used to go outside, whenever she got separated from her mother, she was surrounded with fear. So the fear that she had, separation from her mother. Now that separation that she felt in childhood, that was temporary separation. But today the separation that she felt, it was going to be a permanent one. She is going to get separated from her mother because she is growing old and she will meet with her death. And after that, nobody is coming back. And that's why she is completely plunged in pain. The familiar pain has plunged her inside of it. It was her childhood fear. But all I said was, see you soon, Amma. What is happening, children? What the children feel about their parents. You have felt also. It's about you, children. It's about me. It's about every human being. It's about emotion. That's why I said that whatever she felt, it's just like autobiography. Whatever she felt, she wrote. You see? Whenever you just want to bring a smile on the face of your mother or father. You want to make them happy. You don't want to show your sadness. You don't want to make them understand that you are completely deserted, you are surrounded with failure. That's why what you do, you just pretend to be happy. You pretend that you are okay, everything is good, all is okay. You pretend in front of your parents. Similarly, what did the poet say? She was weeping in her heart. She was very sad. But in spite of it, what did she do? She gathered all her strength. She was weeping. She was sad. She knew that maybe this was the last time that she was meeting with her mother. Next time she will not see her again. But in spite of it, she had collected, she had gathered all her emotions, all her strength. And what did she tell? See you soon, Amma. Like, mother, I will meet you again. I will see you soon. I will come and meet you. And I did was, and all I did was, what did she do? She smiled, smiled, and smiled. And with her smiling face, she smiled with a smiling face. She said, Mother, I will meet you again. I will meet you soon. You don't worry. So here we found that she collected all her strength and she just wanted to bring a smile on the face of the mother. And in order to bring a smile on the face of the mother, she brought a smile on her own face, and then after that she consoled her mother that they will meet soon. They will meet again. You don't worry, mother, everything is okay. Again we will meet. This is what the poem is. See, children, how much emotional poem the poet has written. The with the sensitive heart, with the emotions the poet has written. Here you see what I of literary device is used. Here the poet is telling smile, smile and smile. It means what? Repetition is here. Repetition of saying what? Smile, smile and smile. Now the poem is completed, students. We will discuss literary device and rhyme scheme serially in next class. Thank you.